It's day 3 of Buddha's Boot Camp. So today's focus is on Manipura chakra. Sometimes this is called the solar plexus chakra or simply the third chakra. And again, as a reminder, it's not so much that we're meditating on this space that is near your solar plexus. We're still focusing on our breath. It's just that that theme is guiding us for the day, particularly in our after meditation journal prompts for some free writing to start to make connections between the awareness we cultivate here on the cushion and how that shows up in the rest of our lives. Consider for a moment that when you meditate, you come out of it in an extraordinary state of mind, focused perhaps, grounded perhaps, but definitely not the same as when you sat down on the cushion. And insights may arise from this changed state of mind. That's kind of the beauty of doing the journal prompts and free writing right after you sit, just to see what comes up from this shift in go, 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 do, to sit, 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 and observe your mind. Observe its activity, observe its tendencies and habituations so that you can start to shift from autopilot, reaction, habit pattern into intention. And this is how we end our suffering, is mastery of our minds. And it begins right here in what feels often like you're riding the struggle bus. So, Manipura chakra, third chakra, right at your solar plexus, its element is fire. And fire speaks to transformation. It is the element of transformation, transmutation. So that's changing something into something else. I think of things also associated with fire like anger, but at its core, anger is just energy that has the flavor of anger. You can transmute that energy, the full power of it, into something else. So the third chakra is related to your sense of self, your ability to manifest and make things happen in the world, your relationship with your identity. Who are you? We'll use that as our focal point afterwards. For now, one thing we can do is use the space around your solar plexus as a focal point in addition to your breathing. Now here, this is related to your breathing. Your diaphragm is in that area. And your diaphragm is a dome-like muscle that sits right under your rib cage. When you inhale, it drops down to make space for your lungs to fill. And when you exhale, it rises up to support you in emptying your lungs of breath. So we'll keep awareness, as always, right at your nostrils and tip of your nose. But today, if you start to feel distracted, which most of us will, perhaps where you shift your attention momentarily just to bring it back would be to that movement of your diaphragm. If you remember yesterday in the water element, I invited you to explore a slow rocking motion for a few breaths until you could come back. Today, coming back will be a focus on your diaphragm's movements as you inhale and exhale. And then when you feel like you're back, go to the even subtler sensation of breath right at your nostrils. So let's begin. First, bring awareness to your body in the space, and all of the contact points between your body, that which is supporting you. The union of opposites as your sitting bones descend, the crown of your head ascends. Now bring awareness to the space at your solar plexus, above your navel, below your heart. And as you breathe in and out, See if you can tune your attention to the sensation of your diaphragm dropping on the inhale and your lungs fill, and rising on the exhale as your lungs empty out. And now let's further reduce our point of focus to an even smaller space and start to observe the sensations of your breath as it passes from your outer nostrils to your inner nostrils and then back out again. Let us keep in mind this is radical. We are rarely so singularly focused on something so simple. Your mind is likely to grow bored and try to tackle other issues. For mastery of your mind, we begin by training it to focus on this one simple sensation. Just this, just this, just this. Notice if your mind has shifted into more complex tasks, and come back to nothing more than an awareness of your breath flowing in, breath flowing out, right at your nostrils. Come back again and again. Mastery of your mind. Mastery of your mind. Physical sensations will arise and transform. Can you practice non-reactivity by allowing them to arise and just be until they change? Keep inviting your mind back, right here, right now. Just this. Breathing in, breathing out. Observe any physical sensations with neutral awareness. They will change. Come back to your breath, in and out, in and out. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart once again into this gesture called Anjali Mudra, so that we may dedicate the merits of our efforts in this sit to all those whose lives we touch and to all beings everywhere. May our self-inquiry serve us, and in turn, may it serve others. I invite you to continue this sit as long as you'd like. When you feel ready, simply shift over to the journal questions and a period of free writing. Namaste.